So, those of you guys that don't know myself, my name is Ishraz Miah. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Vior. I've been with Vior since the pre-launch phase beginning from February, and we actually started this business live for the people to start joining from March period. And now, a couple months in, we are finally now live on the Smart Yield Vault, which is something, if you haven't heard of yet, you will learn more about. It will be covered by the CEO himself. And also, the businesses within Vior, we have certain businesses, all the performance of the businesses as well. So as they are going well, it will influence the Smart Yield Vault, and this is what the members of the Vior are really here to benefit from. So I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is ready to delve right in with us with the business. And I am going to bring on Mr. Ash Islam, the Chief Executive Officer of Vior, and he will go through the first part of the presentation with you guys. So, Mr. Ash, are you available? Are you ready to show the individuals this business?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Hey, welcome everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. And thank you so much for joining today's call, guys. Thank you, Mr. Ishraz, for introducing me in. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you Vior. I'm going to be sharing the presentation in detail so everyone can understand exactly what it is that this platform is about to do. And then, followed by the presentation, Mr. Ishraz is going to share some very, very important information with you guys. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. And we do have something as a giveaway today. But before I start, I do want everyone to just go back to their group chat one more time. Let everyone know because we are doing a giveaway today. And we want everyone to be on this call. So just drop them a message on the groups while we get started with the presentation. Make sure everyone's joining today's call. I'm just going to give it 10 seconds for you guys to just drop that message and then we will start today's call. So, guys, do a just drop a message, drop a screenshot of today's call directly on your group chats, and we're ready to go. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to get started now with the presentation. So, ladies and gents, today we are sharing Vior, which is where real world business meets blockchain technology. You guys already know when it comes to Vior, it is a digital currency backed by real businesses which are generating revenue, generating profits, and you're able to get rewards from these profits paid out to you. So, a little bit about Vior. It's a digital currency. Uh, you know, its rewards are funded by real revenue, not inflation. As you guys already know, when it comes to most cryptocurrencies out there, they're paying you with inflation, they're increasing the amount of supply. And by doing that, if the demand is not there, the value does not increase enough. Whereas what we are making sure that people are getting rewarded by is by real revenue coming in from businesses, which I'm about to share with you in a second. We also have businesses which are connected, which produce measurable cash flow. And of course, we've got performance, which is where businesses are measured through performance and expansion, so we know we're in the right businesses that can generate you these profits. So here's the team. Myself, as you guys can see, I'm the CEO. We've got Mr. Ishraz, the COO. We've got Mr. Wesley Baker, the PRM, and we've got Mr. Abdul Rafi, the crypto strategist, as well, part of our team. And the team is expanding. There's more pictures to be added to this page very soon. So we're just waiting for a few more people to be settled in and introduced to everyone. And then we're going to be adding a few more people to this page so you can see the growth that's taking place in the background as well. Now, what are the problems in crypto today? First of all, they're future based. So a lot of projects out there, they make promises about something that will happen in the future. They don't talk about what's happening right now. And the second thing is hype focus. So without hype, there is no growth. And the last thing is they live on hope. So you're buying into a cryptocurrency, hoping that someday it will become something. And sometimes you could be waiting a lifetime before anything really happens. So it's very, very important that you're with a project with the right utility, with the right um, products and the right type of businesses backing the entire system. And that's why Vior is not just about the future, it's also about right now. So when it comes to real world businesses, what does that mean? Traditional businesses, you know, innovative businesses, whatever type of businesses that you can think of that are generating good money now, they are what can be backed by Vior. So different businesses. I'll share some of the ones that we are using right now. Now, when people buy into Vior, they have funds which are going towards a certain project. And when that project generates profit, members that have bought the cryptocurrency towards that project, they will receive revenue rewards. Very simply, people buy the coin, their funds get used towards the business, that business generates revenue, and those revenue is paid to members as a reward. This is the whole blueprint of Vior, and this is something that can generate lots and lots of money because you are getting to earn from very profitable businesses. Now, if you look at the latest project that we have, which is the car rental business, this is something which is historically highly profitable, very, very high in demand. It can make up to 40% a month, even. And not only that, if you look at where and why a lot of people are going into, hiring from rental businesses, because people, there's always someone's birthday, there's always someone's wedding, there's always a business event. There's so many reasons why people are always booking out these cars, and you'll be able to also do that with Vior and also benefit from it as well with the revenue share. Now, the business is going to be expanding very drastically. We have the UK building up right now, mainly the southern south of the UK right now, based in Hertford, Harlow, London. And then phase two, it's going to be taking over the whole UK. And then phase three, we're going to start going out there internationally into different countries and maximizing revenue share. And the more global this becomes, the more benefits our members will start to make. Now, we also have many other businesses as well, not just the car rental business, but we also got the health and wellness. I don't know if you guys can see, we've got health products, for example, Belly Blaster, which helps people lose weight. We've got kidney cleanser, which again, this one helps people with kidney problems. We've got the Gastro Guard, which again helps people with stomach lining and stomach issues. And we've also got the Alpha Man, which is a male performance tea as well. So we've got some great products there, which again, right now are selling as we speak. And we have fragrances as well. I don't know if you guys are looking at my video as well, but you guys can see my hand. We've got perfumes. These are very high quality perfumes, perfumes that you spray once and will stick on you all day long. People will be able to smell it. You get compliments everywhere you go. Very, very high-end perfumes, and you'll be able to benefit from this as well. These are already selling out quite well in the UK, and a new batch is coming in. We are going to have new products being distributed worldwide as well. Now, the final thing we also have is trading education. We teach people how to trade um, on a university level where people can actually get a qualification through our education. So, of course, this is something which will be beneficial to everyone. And I'm sure if people want to learn how to trade, our education is second to none. You definitely can get not only a graduation, but we then help you get jobs in the trading sector, as well as a UK visa to work as a trader in the UK as well. Now, if you look at the Vior tokenomics, we have a 10 billion supply of Vior, and it is distributed into different areas. So some of the Vior tokens go to private sale, pre-sale, community and airdrops, partnerships and advisories. We've got liquidity and listings, and we have a reserve fund as well. Now, what builds Vior to gain value. First of all, it's backed by real revenue streams, real businesses, businesses that are generating income. We've got our coin on the Solana chain, which you guys already know is one of the most popular blockchains out there. We've got early entry advantage, which is always going to have a process where it feels like everyone is always getting in early because the more the viewer builds, the value keeps on going up. And so every single person out there that's looking to enter early can see the advantages of getting in and making a benefit with their journey. Then we've got the demand in increase because of the smart yield vault, which I'll explain to you shortly. There's a reduced circulating supply, of course, because of the fact that a lot of people are keeping their coins in the smart yield vault because it's more beneficial. And the coins are vaulted, not dumped, as well as there's adaptive liquidity, which is growing as we speak. Now, where is Vior? Where can you, start receiving your Vior? You just need to download the Phantom wallet, which is a Solana-based wallet, which is very, very popular. If you go online and you check it out, millions of people around the world are using this wallet, so you'll be able to find Vior directly there. Now, let's simplify the business. The business has a dual growth engine, which means you have two areas which you are going to benefit from. One of them is business revenue. Every single time the businesses make profit or the businesses make some sort of revenue or there's incomes coming in, you will receive revenue share in USDT every 15 days. That's the first way you benefit from it. The second way you benefit from it is while the businesses are growing, while new members are joining, while the ecosystem is growing, Vior coin, your capital that you've put in towards Vior coin, that also appreciates. And we have a forced appreciation because of the fact that every 100 million Vior sold, the price automatically goes up. So your Vior coins are gaining value while you are also receiving business revenue share every 15 days. Now we are in phase four right now, which means we are at 0.0002 cent per Vior, which is still very, very cheap because it is planning to launch at 0.001. So there's still a lot of growth before the launch happens. So you're in pre-sale right now, you're in the pioneering stage. We are in pre-sale, which means that you are getting it at a much lower price today than anybody else out there. The pre-sale price will increase every 100 million Vior coins sold, and that means that you need to be very quick because we are very, very close to phase five now. So if we look at the smart yield vault, what is it? So the smart yield vault is somewhere where your coins are going to be locked in, and you just for keeping your coins locked in, it allows you to earn rewards every 15 days from the revenue generated by the business projects. You will receive up to 200% in USDT rewards plus capital appreciation. So the longer you keep it in, the closer you're going to get to your 200%, and you're just going to keep on generating every 15 days. Now, if you decide to take your coins out of the Smart Yield Vault, you will stop receiving the rewards. This is a technique which is used so that most people will keep their coins in, help the value grow faster, as well as people benefit in the long run by not only earning up to a full 200%, but also, gaining the most from the capital appreciation as well. So these are some great ways that the Smart Yield Vault is going to help you earn more, as well as you'll be able to get a much higher appreciation the longer you hold on to your Vior. Now, here's the packages right now. These are the Vault nodes. This is a pioneer stage. We're at early access pre-sale. Right now, if you were to buy a Vior Sports package, you would only need to purchase between $10 up to $999, and the pre-sale price is 0.00024. You will earn up to 10% on a monthly basis from in USDT from the Smart Yield Vault, and you also get 1 year free gold IBO. We have a yearly membership, which is $100. You get your first year absolutely free with any of these packages that you buy. The Vior Super Sports, $1,000 up to $9,999. The price is a little bit cheaper if you go in here, which is definitely always better to do. 0.00022 is the pre-sale price. You can earn up to 12% monthly in USDT rewards. And again, you get the 1 year free gold IBO. And with the Vior Hypersports package, it's from $10,000 and above. You get up to 15% in monthly USDT rewards, and you get the 1 year free gold IBO. But something very special happens here. You also receive the Bali trip, which is included with this package flight and hotel, full retreat, all paid for by Vior. So, ladies and gents, the choice is yours. Vior Sports, Vior Super Sports, or the Hyper Sports. All three packages are available for you. Now, if we look at the Phase 4 Vault node right now, what is it that you can gain from this? I'm going to quickly share a few numbers so you guys can understand. So, if someone was to buy $50 worth of packages, um, you know, the price you'll be getting the coin at today is 0.00024, which means by the how many of your coins you will receive is 208,000. The value of 0.000 is where the coin value will launch on the exchanges. And if you look at it, when the price reaches the launch price, your $50 becomes $208. So you've already made 4 times your $50. So you've made more than 4 times. Plus, you make an extra 200% from the business rewards. So it comes to a total of around 308 US dollars. Now, from $50 to make $308, that's about six times your money that you can make. So you're making around 6x if and when the value reaches 0.001. If you look at a package, let's say $1,000 package, then you get the coins at a little bit cheaper at 0.00022. That gives you about 4.5 million Vior coins. You want to get into the millions, guys, definitely. You want to have more than a million Vior coins. So do try look at the $1,000 or $500 and above. And by the time you get your 200% rewards, you're looking at $6,545 again, which is about 6.5 times your money. And if you were to look at $10,000, again, you get the price a little bit cheaper. You get around 50 million coins, and the launch value makes it worth $50,000 plus 200% in rewards, making a total of around $70,000 that you can potentially make. So, again, now it's 7 times your money that you can possibly make with the Vior Vault nodes. Right now in phase 4, we are 89.48%. This phase, every phase moves very much, gets slower and slower and slower because the value is increasing more and more and more. So guys, phase 4, you're still in luck that phase 4 is still here. We were expecting to be in phase 5 by next week. So guys, if you're looking to buy now, now is the best time. Vior phase 4 is coming to an end. We're at 89% right now. So let me quickly go through the compensation plan. If you were to start building Vior and start helping the community grow, which helps your value of your coin grow and helps you make more benefits, you will also be rewarded for introducing new clients to Vior. So you have a direct bonus, which basically means you introduce someone and you receive a 10% commission from the business points. So for example, you introduce someone, they buy a package, it's worth 8,000 business points. You will receive $800 as your direct sales bonus. Binary bonus means you build 2 different legs. You've got a left team, right team. When those teams start growing, whichever team does lesser amount of business points per week, you will receive 10% of that amount. So very, very simple compensation plan. And the ranks and rewards that you get here are also crazy because you have three different sets of ranks: platinum ranks, diamond ranks, presidential ranks. At the platinum ranks, you will be getting a pin as well as you'll be able to achieve a watch when you achieve the coordinator rank. Plus, you can earn $350 in monthly support for your salary on top of all your commissions. You might earn $10,000 in commissions, plus you get an extra $350 on top. Then there's the diamond ranks where you get tablets, you get your own new phone, you get holidays, you get your own office space, plus you will receive $1,000 monthly support as a salary on top of all your commission. On these ranks, you could be earning $20,000 a week or $20,000 a month, even $50,000 a month, but you will also receive an extra $1,000 a month salary on top. Then there's the presidential ranks where you get, designer watches, you've got luxury cars, and even a property on the last rank. Here, guys, not only will you get those awards, but $3,000 monthly support salary again on top of all your commissions. Even if you're earning $100,000 a month at this stage, guys, you will receive an extra $3,000 monthly on top. So, guys, make sure you start hitting those ranks very, very quickly. They are very, very rewarding. You saw the executive rank, which is the fifth rank here. So, guys, if you are joining today and it's your first 30 days, make sure you achieve the executive rank because if you do that, you will achieve yourself a new Apple MacBook or $500 in cash. So, it's something you're going to do anyway. Hitting the executive rank is something you're going to most likely do anyway. If you try to make it happen within 30 days, why not collect that free Apple MacBook or $500 cash? Because you're going to achieve these targets anyway. If you speed up the process, guys, this MacBook is waiting for you. I'm going to play you a quick video now, just so you guys know what else is ready to come for you in Vior.
Endless ocean views, warm air, golden skies, and this time, because you earned it. A place where luxury, beauty, and experience meet in one unforgettable destination. Welcome to the Vior Bali launch event, where top performers connect and celebrate in Bali. Meet the executive team and experience Vior's vision in person. 2 ways to qualify. Earn $400 in direct sales bonuses or secure a Vior Hypersports package. Seats are limited. Join now and secure your place in Bali today.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that correctly. We are going away to Bali and you are coming with us. So, if you have not qualified yet, guys, you need to be there. You need to qualify as soon as possible. These are the qualifications. If you just earn $150 in direct sales bonus, only $150, you will win yourself the retreat in Bali. If you were to earn $400 in direct sales bonus, you will not only receive the retreat, but also $300 towards your flight support. And if you were to buy a Vior Hypersports package, then not only will you get the retreat, but your full flight will be paid for you as well. So the three different tiers of how you can qualify, you choose the one that's best for you and just be quick because there are limited seats only. And this qualification will end 30th of June 2026. So let's make it happen as soon as possible, guys, because we want to meet you all very, very, very soon in Bali. Now, that is the end of the presentation from my side. We do have another bit of presentation coming along, but I want to just share with you guys because I wanted to do a promo for all of you guys today. Thank you all for joining this call, but for the next 59 minutes, if you are planning to buy your package, you will be getting 5% off on all packages. You just need to use the coupon, which is Vior5. all capitals, Vior 5. If you use that towards purchasing a package, after you put in your package amount that you want to buy, the next box will show you the coupon section. Just put in Vior 5 and you will automatically be given a 5% discount on your packages. Now, we don't do these discounts very often. You know, the last couple of weeks there was no discount code, but just today, I want to make it the final time I'm giving out this discount code. So, ladies and gents, VIOR5 is the discount code, and it only works for packages of $50 and above. So, anything below, there's no discount. If you're buying a package $50 and above, you will be getting a 5% discount. So, guys, take a screenshot of this page. Make sure you put it on all your group chats so everybody knows that they can get a 5% discount today. And this will end in the next 59 minutes. So, ladies and gents, take advantage as quick as possible. So that's all from me today, guys. I am going to now pass it over back to Mr. Ishraz to give you an amazing training session as well as share some more insight on Vior for all of you today. So thank you very much for having me. And after that, we will do a Q&A as well. Take care, guys. Mr. Ishraz, if you may take over. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ash. Firstly, I can see people are still in the call, and that shows that everyone is interested. I want to take as many questions in as possible, actually. So there are certain people that do message me privately via WhatsApp or social media when they do reach out about the Vior opportunity, and they usually ask me questions relating to how the business is operating, how it can benefit the members, especially for the people that are promoting Vior and taking it as their own uh, venture to build the business and also build themselves. So that's why I'm holding this side of the presentation now. Most of these last few presentations, we've just been doing the business overviews and updates of the business, but I want you guys to properly understand this business now. You guys do know how the smart yield vault, that is the main selling point of the business that we have. So with the smart yield vault system that we have produced, we've already, before the launch of Vior, we already had the velour fragrances, we had the Vitaverse supplements, we already had the branding of the Vior rental working, and we was already building the clientele up. We was already building the network up to be able to expand on the vehicles and also prepare for the flagship vehicle, which will be either a G-Wagon or a Lamborghini Urus now. As we've been producing this, we came together and decided to create an opportunity for the community, as well as it's an opportunity for us to scale our businesses, but at the same time, as we are scaling, it will help you guys to also scale your businesses. So that's what I really want you to understand, is how Vior is operating, how does it benefit the members, and for those that see the vision, how can you now be part of this vision and accelerate the growth of Vior, and you can be rewarded for your own efforts as well. And that's what I want to maximize for you guys. With the Bali trip that Mr. Ash has mentioned, it has been pushed the date now. It was the deadline date from the end of April, if you guys can remember, but now we've pushed it down to the end of June. So we've now allowed more time for more members to be able to join us at Bali. We do want to make it an amazing sort of experience for the leaders as a reward for the leaders that are building Vior, but also a very, very intensive sort of training session will be held there, as well as a luxurious retreat. So it's going to be worth your time and worth your while. It's going to be a 3-day trip. You're going to experience the Bali lifestyle, but at the same time, you're going to meet Mr. Ash, you're going to meet myself, Mr. Wesley Baker. We are the visionaries and the individuals that are pushing this brand to the next level. We have the vision for the global capacity. The members that we have on the team right now, we've got multiple successes behind our names. We've got multiple businesses that we've managed to scale beyond 6 figures, 7 figures. And now this is something we can go beyond even that based from all of our experiences. we can 100% do this, but also with the help of the community as well, we are able to grow at a quicker pace. So you can see my whiteboard. I'm going to switch the camera around and I'm going to just elaborate on everything that I've just mentioned now for those members that are the leaders as well, that see the vision of Vior, but what is usually the problem? They don't know how to either promote it or they don't know how to um, frame themselves or they don't have the skills because this is a skill that you need. As you know, this is the MLM industry, which is multi-level marketing. Why have we taken this approach as well? So, we've taken this approach. For example, one thing that I like to mention, when it comes to advertising, the best form of advertising has always been word of mouth. When it comes to advertising, you guys can see when you're using your social media, you see some advertisement. When you're going on YouTube, you see the advertisement, but you're waiting for it to skip it. You know, you're waiting for the 5 seconds to be over and you skip it. When you're on the social media, you're scrolling, you see an advert, you just go past it. Most of the time, people that invest in the online social media based marketing, it's majority of the time it's a waste of money. So we've now saved that money and we thought, why not distribute it amongst the members rather than paying YouTube, rather than paying Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all these social media platforms and spending thousands and thousands to tens of thousands on the social media marketing. We can do the similar sort of numbers, if not even better level scaling with the multi-level marketing approach and the money that we was meant to spend on the marketing in the social media, we spend it amongst the people that are promoting Vior. And that's why these multi-level marketing businesses exist, because it is the best form of marketing. We're trying to reach the global level. Again, we've been in business for 15 years each amongst us, average. So we have a lot of expertise. We have a solid network. And yes, I just want to explain to you guys in depth right now. So you can see my screen. Where can I stand? All right. Before we continue, so I've got these sections listed. You can see the vision. So underneath vision, I've listed ecosystem, community, and long term. What is a vision? You have to understand a vision is something, it's all within the mind for the time being, but it is coming to fruition. You know, you have a plan and you're executing and you have a goal. The goal is only going to be achieved once you start taking action. So first of all, if you see the vision consists of three things: understanding the ecosystem, understanding the community, and understanding it being a long-term venture. So, what is in the ecosystem? In the ecosystem, we have the velour fragrances, we have the Vitaverse supplements, we have Vior Rental car hire service, we have also trading educational service, we have more ventures also being involved. You know, we have a with the rental business, we have another business that is going to be involved with the rental business. Very soon it will be announced. This person is working very closely with us actually at this office. So very soon we will be introducing this individual to you and you'll be able to see the vision properly. So yes, we got the ecosystem community. We have currently 63 leaders on the call right now. So, as you are on this call still at this moment, what this means is you understand this vision, you believe in this vision, you're actually interested in listening to what we are sharing. Because if you wasn't interested right now, you would have left a long time ago. So, those of you guys that are still in this call right now, that means you are seeing the vision. Secondly, we are seeing this consistent repeat of participants every single week. It's very important that you join these calls, especially those of you guys who are leaders, is so that even though sometimes it feels like it's the same information just being told to you guys every single moment, but this is something that needs to be drilled into your mind. Myself, how I've come into this business view, even myself, I'm part of the MLM side of it to help grow this business. I see this business as a long-term business, as something that I can scale it for the next decade to come, so that at least minimum 10 years I've aimed my life to be involved with Vior. So those of you guys that are part of this journey, you will see the entire progress of this business. So that's what the long term is now. So the vision requires that you to understand the ecosystem, understand it's community based, and understand it is for the long term as well. And once you understand this, that's what's going to be the driving force. Now, quickly, how Vior works. So, people, the community, every member of Vior, the Vior token holders to the Vior leaders, to the people that are sharing the opportunity. You may not have as much tokens, but you see the vision and you're sharing it. And that will ultimately allow you to accumulate enough funds to even purchase more tokens for yourself. We have people which help boost the businesses. We boost the businesses, which will generate revenue. The revenue is then going to be able to cover the costs of the operations, which then obviously, if there are wages we need to pay to the staff, after all the expenses, then there will be the overall profit. This profit is then the priority being the Smart Yield Vault participants. So what is the Smart Yield Vault? When the business is revenuing profit, it's a revenue sharing program that we have created for the people that are joining Vior in this pioneering stage. This is the pre-launch phase. This is pre-sale, sorry. So before we've launched in the actual crypto exchange market, we are remaining in this pre-sale phase. It could last 6 months, it could last 2 years, but this will be within the pre-sale phase until we've sold a specific number of tokens, which is our target. Once we have sold a specific amount of tokens, then we can list ourselves on the exchange, and that's when everyone that is part of the Vior ecosystem will benefit the most from it. And at the same time, the growth that you will see by now until then, you can already have this money withdrawn directly into your bank account. The Smart Yield Vault, they do every 15 days, we do a distribution of the Smart Yield Vault profits, and it's paid out in USDT. You can then withdraw it straight into your cash account from your crypto wallet, So it's a very simple procedure, a very simple process to be part of. If you are not sure of how it works, that's where we need either the leaders to help you get guided in how to learn about the cryptocurrency. And again, that's one thing that I'm trying to help you and simplify as well. Everything we do online is very simple process. So Smart Yield Vault is something that you must understand. This is here for the long term, but we have a limited number of tokens. So once we've sold a specific amount of tokens as well, that is it. It's going to become a closed community now. And that is the vision for Vior. Vior is a community-based business. And once we've reached a certain number of token holders and a certain number of tokens have been distributed, we can no longer get more members involved in the Vior. So in the future, as we are scaling the Vior businesses, the ones that are benefiting the most are the ones that are with us right now, because eventually the businesses will run themselves, and the community, the ones that have joined the vision and trusted the vision and saw the vision, are the ones that will enjoy the benefit of the businesses the most. Now, we have this section of the presentation I want to talk about is more about the leadership aspect. If you've been involved in MLM, you understand it takes a certain type of skill, effort, mindset. You have to live a certain lifestyle to be able to achieve a good level of success in this business. In the beginning, it's going to feel slow. It's going to make you exhausted. It's going to make you confused, maybe lonely, maybe misunderstood. There are certain challenges that you're going to come across in this business. But we try to keep everything simple, and we try not to let it affect our mind to the point it affects other areas of our life. This is meant to improve your life, enhance your life. You start it off as a side hustle, just like in this modern economy we are living in right now, just having one stream of income is not enough to survive. So this is an opportunity we have created for all members to also create as a second stream of income on top of the token holding benefit and on top of the smart yield vault reward system that we have. So the next stream of income that we have is the direct sales and the binary sales bonus, and also the commissions on top upon hitting ranks. And this is what I want for you guys to achieve. I know there's a lot of leaders in Vior as of now. We have teams across Africa, teams across Asia, America, across Europe. So I can see how everyone is performing. And again, so far everyone is doing good, but I can see that there are challenges that certain leaders are having, and they need this encouragement or they need this guidance to be able to go from here to here. So, number one rule for leadership: consistency. Consistency, what does that mean? If you guys have heard of this rule as 1% a day, it's not going fully aggressively, to the point where you are finished every single day. No, it's just showing up. Even that 1%, doing a little bit, but as long as you are showing up, that's when you are going to see the benefit in yourself. You know, every yes builds your business, every no builds you. If anything, no is good. Every time someone rejects you, every time something harms you or something affects you in a negative way, but when you reflect on it, you start realizing maybe the good side of it is I've learned something from it, or I know how to adapt to it now. You become improved as a quality of an individual. That's what this business really does. That's why your life will change. It's not the money that's going to change you, it's the person that you become through the process of building your business and building yourself. So, consistency is number one, trust. So, another thing is it's all about honesty, integrity, being clear with individuals. Don't overpromise with people. Don't say that this is this when it's not. That's why before you even promote something, really understand and digest the full information before you actually go out there and make the whatever you are saying, it has to be factual. And most importantly, you yourself will know what's right and what's wrong. When you lie to someone, you are lying to yourself. So that's another thing in business, is be truthful, be honest. Don't be afraid of the outcome. If the truth hurts, it hurts, but you have to be open with people. And secondly, this is another personal development skill. So trust, you have to build trust in leadership. Daily action. Not every day you're going to feel motivated. Today, of course, every Sundays we have our Super Sunday calls. Today in England, it's 29, 30 degrees outside. It is boiling. You know what I mean? I know in certain countries in Asia and Africa, that's normal temperature, but for us England people, we're burning right now. You know what I mean? And I'm literally feeling tired just from walking around in the uh, roads. So, but it's the showing up that matters, So I've managed to reframe myself. I show that I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I see the vision again. The vision is what's carrying me. Yes, we're feeling tired. Yes, we're feeling exhausted, but we know today's work is going to help for the tomorrow's picture that we're trying to build. So daily action every single day, even if it's not a big presentation you can do, even if it's small messages you can send, even as simple as that. Another key skill that you need to develop as a leader is patience. Patience is another skill that you will develop. Sometimes things won't go your way. You know, in business, it's amazing. When you start building your own business, when you start building your own brand and you start pushing yourself, you're not going to get the results that you expect straight away. So when you have an expectation and it doesn't come to that way, then it is disheartening. It is something that it makes you feel a bit, sad and hopeless sort of thing. But that's where now, over time, if you trust the process, if you can see the vision and you know that if you do a little bit every single day, eventually you will hit that goal. That is known as patient. Patient is not waiting. Patient is actively trusting the process. You're still working, regardless whether you're seeing results or not. That working in that process is the patience. It's not sitting still and waiting, it's actively trusting. And we have education, of course. So education, as I'm doing for you guys now, I'm just sharing from my personal experiences. And again, if I can motivate and inspire you guys, I will try my best to. With the educational side, it's a must. Before you promote anything, you should always learn everything A to Z. It will take you roughly about 1 hour of like sitting down and going through the presentation individually. Like, yes, Mr. Ash has given the overview. I myself have given the overview, but I know a lot of members, it still hasn't got into their head properly how this business works. So again, I'm going to individually message the leaders that are struggling. If you have any sort of questions as well, please do list all of them. Myself and Mr. Ash will be going through the questions after this section. And now, the daily action I was talking about, what are the daily actions that you can be doing to be promoting the Vior business? You know, if you are using social media, WhatsApp, you have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. You have various social media platforms which everyone is not on nowadays. There's not a single person that's not using it. Even the ones that say they're not using it, but they have a username and a login, you know. So what you can do every day, one post. So whether it's your story, whether it's in your normal feed, you know, have one post on there, you know, and also 5 conversations. List up as many of your friends of your if you have a network already, plan to speak to everyone you know. That's known as your warm market. Once you've spoken to everyone you know, you'll realize and find out a lot of things, you know. So it's actually very important to go through everyone that you know first. And then there's the second side, which is cold marketing and cold approaching, which then it requires you to come out of your comfort zone. Now, this is where it depends on your vision and your hunger and your drive. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Do you see yourself in the same position because you are comfortable and happy with where you are? Or do you want to unlock full freedom, time freedom, money freedom, location freedom? That is the true freedom. Once you achieve that, then you can deal with whatever other problems life throws at you. You know, health is the real wealth. So that's why we need to unlock time for ourselves so that we can prioritize our own health and also our own family. You know, the real people deserve the time that we can give them. So 5 people every day, list it. Who am I going to speak to today? And just even if you send the same message to different people, speak the same. And sometimes it's not about giving them the business to show them the business. Look, I've got this business. No, even as simple as hello, how are you? I hope you're well. It's been a while. How's things? How's family? You know, just normal conversation. Catch up with them. See what they are. Genuinely show interest. To be interesting, you have to be interested. You know, so you have to show that you are also interested in this person's life affairs. So that's what will make you into a genuine person as well, and that's how you're going to grow an organic community as well yourself. So you need to be real. Don't do it just for the money, but do it for bringing value into people's lives. You know, if you're in it for the money, you're not going to see the money, and secondly, it's just going to make you more cold-hearted. Like most people, they're just in this sales game for money, and that's it. They don't care about anyone else. This type of business is not about just. This is a people's business. This is a community business. This is a business that we want to build a culture that people feel like a family that are part of Vior. So that's the mindset that I want you leaders to have is when you are promoting this community, it's more a family. We are in this together. We are in this for a long term. We're going to see this growth together. We're going to enjoy this growth together. And I hope that we can all meet each other soon and we can build this business and we can change each other's lives, you know? What is now the next step that I've mentioned is follow-ups. So if you guys don't know what follow-ups is, you've already spoken to these members through your warm market and your cold market. You must, you know, some people they say, I'll get back to you, or I need to speak to my wife, I need to speak to my brother or my dad or my business partner. They give you a certain excuse to, you know, delay the opportunity. What you want to do is you give them that 1 day, 2 days of breathing air space, and then you follow up on them. You message them, hey, how's it going? Just want to know what your thoughts are, and then give them a couple of more, something related to the business, and see what their thoughts are. And again, some people will say, look, I need more time, but other people, they just need more clarification. And then they can, once they got the clarity of it, they can take the action. And most important one is attend calls. We're hosting these Super Sunday calls every single Sunday. Again, once we have a full team in place, we'll have every single day filled for business overview. And the Super Sunday is when I'm going to be on there, and occasionally Mr. Ash will be on here. And it's so important for leaders to be part of this call. Not only is it to understand the business, but also being part of this energy that we have for you guys. When you are listening to my voice, when you're listening to Mr. Ash's voice, you're feeling this energy, you're being part of this dimension and this world that we have created that you can benefit from. This opportunity is very unique. I've been in this MLM industry since 2016. My father has been in MLM since 1998 to 2003. So I've seen a lot of stuff about this type of businesses. The venture that we have created is so unique. I haven't seen anything like this. You guys are the first people to actually be part of something where there's an actual ecosystem with real businesses that is backing a cryptocurrency that members are able to benefit from on the reward system. This is being created to ultimately be most beneficial for the early members of the community. So people that are in phase 4 now, phase 5 is coming soon. We are scaling towards phase 20. Everyone that is in the earliest phase, 100%, you guys are going to see the biggest growth, and it could be potentially life-changing. Of course, it depending on the amount that you put on. Look, we've set the number for $10 to be the cheapest, the lowest amount of package. But the reason why we've done that, yeah, the growth may be small compared to, let's say, someone with a $1,000 package. Why we've allowed for the $10? Look, firstly, you're going to get the IBO. Secondly, upon purchasing these packages, you're automatically added onto the smart yield. So it's known as the auto smart yield. Then with these packages, with the $10 packages, we have a minimum withdrawal of $25. With the $10, we only did it so that people that didn't have the funds at the time, but they want to be part of the phase, we've opened this opportunity for those members. And secondly, people that haven't got the funds as of now, they see the vision, they want to be part of it. It gives those people the opportunity. Look, if you have a $10 package right now, I would say, look, upgrade to the biggest package you can and just hold on to it. Why I say that, become the product of the product before you sell it to someone else. Look, you get your Vior tokens and you hold on to it and see how it works. See how the smart yield vault starts paying out. See when you're starting to withdraw into your account. When you're able to withdraw it into cash, and then that cash you will realize that's Vior money. That's the money that you put the money in for the Vior tokens. You're being rewarded for just being part of the system. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. I know it's been nearly about an hour so far with this call. Again, I hope you guys do understand everything that I've said. And if you have any questions, please do answer. And secondly, yes, every Sundays we do a giveaway, which is the airdrops. And to participate in the airdrops, you remain in the call until the end. And please do send in your wallets into the comment section now. And that's it, guys. And then I'm going to literally go through any questions that anyone has been asking. I'm also going to bring back Mr. Ash onto the call, and we'll go through and close the presentation. So, 66 people remaining on the call. This is how I know this is something that everyone is interested in, and I hope you guys do understand. If you have any questions, you need to learn more, or any questions you may think that is beneficial for other members, please do send them in. Um, But I can't see any questions as of now. Of course, you guys can reach out to me on WhatsApp. I'm in the Vior official group, Vior community group. We have leadership group. If you are not part of the groups as well, please send a comment in the chat box, and we'll get you added on the groups as well. You can also find us on social media. We are on Instagram currently. You can check on Vior Coin, Vior Rentals. You can check them pages out on Instagram if you haven't checked them out yet. And yes, as Mr. Ash did mention, we do have an ongoing discount code right now. So if you guys are buying right now, I think the discount code is VIOR5, VIOR5, all capitals. Take advantage of it. If you have only a $10 package, please do upgrade. Don't miss out on the movement from phase 4 to phase 5. Because phase 5 is when we're going to start taking big sort of like movement in the business. You're going to see a lot more going on from that phase onwards. So this is the last few moments of phase 4. And if you have any questions, please do send them in. And if you haven't already, please do send your wallets in through the chat box and we'll get them distributed hopefully later on today. Okay, I haven't seen any questions come in. But yes, I just want to say thank you everyone for your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been amazing every time I see everyone on the call. Not only is it giving me more belief and vision in the community, it gives me more sort of like inspiration. When I see people are on the calls and remaining on the calls to the end, brings me more energy to even go uh, more productive in the business to make sure everyone is benefiting more for it. So this is a community-based business. We have the best team in place. We have leaders that are from all over the world that are promoting the business as well. I really want to see you guys in Bali. Bali, we have let me go back on the presentation, what the requirements. So if I bring on the screen again, this is what you guys should aim for. Come meet us in Bali. If you earn $150 direct sales bonus, so that's roughly about $1,500 worth of sales. That will get you the retreat only. So you cover your own flights, but we'll cover every other payment for the retreat. So you can still enjoy your time in Bali. With $400 direct sales bonus for the retreat, you will get a $300 flight support and on top as the retreat as well. So retreat, we have it planned out. Mr. Ash is amazing. He knows how to do all these retreats to make it very special for the members. He knows all the people. He knows, he's got the best connects to make it the best of times for the people, especially if you haven't been to Bali. This is an opportunity for you guys to come and enjoy Bali, and we're gonna enjoy it from there. And on top, we have if you are just someone that wants to just be part of your and not build it, but you want to be part of the retreat, then you can purchase the Vior Hyper Sports package. So the Hyper Sports package is a $10,000 package, and we'll cover your flight, we'll cover your retreat, we'll cover all the expenses that is in Bali, and we'll have an event there as well, and we'll have a good time together. Let me see if there's any more questions available on the. Okay, I don't see any more questions. Then what I'm going to say then, thank you very much from my side, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead of them. I hope everyone understood everything and took in everything that I've mentioned. Today's one, we've done a business overview and also explanation from my side how to, uh, do well in the business as well. So we're going to do more intensive training as well privately. I'll be speaking to the leaders individually. We'll have individual training sessions, for the leaders. Also, another thing I want to mention, when it comes to presentation, I know sometimes you guys may struggle with the presenting. What we've done, hopefully by the end of next week, we are going to have a new presentation. You know, we've got a new member on our team, and she will be introduced to you guys very, very soon. She will be doing all these leadership trainings, and she will help you guys scale your business. She's part of the MLM industry. She's very successful individual, very hungry, very good mindset, and she knows what she's doing. So I'm very, very excited to be able to introduce you guys to her. And yeah, the simple present. I know the current presentation we have, you know, certain people, there's a lot of information on there at once. So sometimes it is a lot to take in. We're going to have a more simpler version coming out, hopefully by the end of next week once it's all finalized. And yes, phase four, phase five. Once phase five begins, that's it. That's when phase five will have its new. You have a new reward benefits as well from it. So Smart Yield Vault every 15 days still ongoing. The date you purchase the package, every 15 days from that moment is when you get paid out. And yes, how is the businesses performing? Currently in these last few months, the businesses have been going very well. So the Smart Yield Vault members, they can see a good return for the now. You know, I can't give any fixed percentages as of now because, you know, it's based on business performance. But we are in a good season for every business right now. You know, with certain businesses, they're seasonal. We're approaching, you know, end of spring, summertime is coming up in the UK. And in this period of time, this is when people are spending a lot of money. So a lot of money is there to be made, and a lot of money is there to be distributed amongst the viewer members. And yes, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening and a good week ahead of them. I'm just going to quickly go through everyone's wallet. If you haven't sent your wallets through, please do send them now. And then yes, that's the call for today, and you'll see us again next Sunday. Thank you very much.